What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. I'm Michigan Sports Talk here. In this one, we got some injury updates here ahead of Michigan's big matchup against USC. Two players that should get heavily involved in the Michigan offense tomorrow against USC, including other key players to watch out for, especially defensively. Rod Moore picking up where he left off against Wisconsin. Zeke Berry, he's looking to have a big game. And then also, Michigan should be getting a key offensive lineman back. And we also go over Michigan's uniform combo against USC and also some recruiting news. Michigan visiting some top targets, including an elite 2028 quarterback who will be visiting for the USC-Michigan game as Michigan looks to impress him on the road. And then also a big-time flip target decommitting. It's all going to be in this video and more, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so to start this video, I first wanted to go over some injury updates here for the Wolverines ahead of their big-time matchup on the road against USC, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time kickoff. Absolutely cannot wait for this one. It is going to be a great game to watch. And we did go over the keys of the game for the Wolverines in yesterday's video. Everything you guys need to know about this matchup, what to expect on both sides of the ball. If you guys missed that video, make sure to go ahead and check it out. But the Wolverines did get some good news, should be getting some good news on Saturday, as the Wolverines should be seeing both Hogan Hansen and Marlon Klein out there for the first time, as according to Chris Ballas of On3 and the Wolverine, expect the sophomore tight end to play Saturday against USC. As I tell you what, having both Marlon Klein, Hogan Hansen on the field at the same time comes at a perfect time here in this matchup against USC. And in this one, I think Michigan has to get these tight ends going against USC. The play action should be there, especially if they have success running the ball with Justice Haynes and Jordan Marshall. And I think Klein and Hansen should definitely be in Michigan's game plan offensively against USC. Those are two big-time targets right there for Bryce Underwood. And obviously we saw Donovan McCulley, Andrew Marsh get going against Wisconsin. And all of a sudden, now you're adding Hogan Hansen back in the lineup along with Marlon Klein. That is just going to make this passing offense even better here against USC, who doesn't have that great of a passing defense. You know, we've seen teams pass for a lot of yards against them. They have one of the worst passing defenses in the Big Ten statistically, but obviously Michigan wants to get it going on the ground in this one and have some explosive run plays just like they did last season. And I just have a feeling we should expect a couple explosive runs from this Michigan offense, especially with Justice Haynes in there and the great start he's had as a Michigan Wolverine. And obviously Michigan did learn from their experience against Oklahoma. You know, they weren't going to handcuff Bryce Underwood anymore. They were going to unleash him, and that's exactly what they've been doing here ever since that loss. And according to Chris Ballas, they are extremely confident in their game plan and hope it goes according to plan Saturday night, as it is a big game for Sharon Moore and company. And then as far as offensive line, Michigan should be getting a boost this week with the return of Giovanni El-Hadi. He's been trending in the right direction. We obviously did see Jake Warnera get the start with Brady Norton out. He may stick there, and we may see Brady Norton be in more of a two-deep role, but we'll just have to see. But getting El-Hadi back on the offensive line will be huge for the Wolverines. Alright, so we've talked about the Sleeper app a lot here for daily fantasy football. If you're not using it, you are missing out. This Saturday, I'm taking Justice Haynes to rush for more than 105.5 rushing yards. I think he's going to have another big game against USC's defense. And Michigan has one of the best rushing defenses, which is why I'm taking Wayman Jordan to rush for less than 72.5 rushing yards in this one. You can make tons of picks like this. Right now, it's a great time to get started because Sleeper is offering a free $20 entry, no deposit required, plus first-time users still also receive a 100% deposit match up to $100 using promo code MST. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Link down below in the description. Go ahead and check out Sleeper today. But let's go ahead and continue here. And Michigan will be wearing white tops with blue pants for their game against USC, as they wore that same combo against Nebraska, looking to follow it up with another win in this same uniform combo. I thought the Wolverines might break out the all-white uniforms, but they're going with the blue pants and white tops again here against USC. Let me know what you guys think. And again, the key players for this game against USC. Defensively, you got Rod Moore back in there at safety, and then Zeke Berry. He has got to get going in this one and have a good game. Michigan needs all hands on deck against an explosive USC passing offense. Berry is just getting healthy. He was healthy last week, and Zeke Berry is a California native, so he could have a big impact on Saturday back in his home state. It is a big game for this Michigan secondary, but they are up for the challenge. Zeke Berry said he was up for the challenge against this receiving corps already this week. And then offensively, obviously getting Ohadi back, that'll be huge on the offensive line. And we've seen Bryce Underwood protect the ball so far this season. Hopefully it continues against USC. Don't want to shoot yourself in the foot and have turnovers in this one. And we all know that Jordan Marshall, Justice Haynes, both looking to have some big games against this USC defense. And again, getting Marlon Klein and Hogan Hansen involved in the offense. And let's see how McCauley and Andrew Marsh, the true freshmen, do following their breakout performances against Wisconsin, as they are looking to continue that momentum. But then we do got some recruiting news I wanted to talk about. First, start with one of Michigan's big-time flip targets at the linebacker position, and that is the 2026 four-star linebacker Braylon Hodge, as he has now decommitted from Michigan State, and it is following a official visit to Michigan this past weekend, where he visited for the Wisconsin game. He is now focusing on Michigan, Oregon, and Texas, as he will be taking an official visit to Oregon this weekend. Also plans to official visit to Texas as well. So Michigan definitely in the thick of things here in this recruitment, especially with now him decommitting, as Michigan going after not only Braylon Hodge but also Nick Abrams. They need to land one of them, as they need an elite linebacker in the class. So some big time news right there. And then speaking about this Michigan USC matchup, Michigan obviously out on the West Coast in California, and that gave them a chance to go and visit some recruits in the state of California, including a flip target 2026 four-star top 100 cornerback Haven Finney, currently committed to LSU. But according to Ethan McDowell of On3 and the Wolverine, Michigan is set to visit his school today on Friday, and even though Finney won't be able to talk to the staff when they stop by due to the fall evaluation period, the coaches can still talk to coaches and families. And Finney's father does work for Sierra Canyon High School, so the staff will be able to spend some time with him, as the Wolverines, Lamar Morgan, looking to land and potentially flip a couple of defensive back recruits here still in the 2026 class. Along with Haven Finney, though, Miles Baker, a four-star 2027 safety, also is teammates with Finney. And then along with that, the very elite 2028 quarterback from Cass Tech, Donald Tabron, will be on campus for USC and a visit there to see the Michigan USC game, as that is a very important quarterback in the 2028 class for the Wolverines, as another in-state quarterback just like Bryce Underwood, who has immense talent, and hopefully the Wolverines can impress him on his USC visit, and Michigan shows out in front of him to get the win. But with that, that's going to wrap up this video. Hope you guys did enjoy. Big one tomorrow against USC. Absolutely cannot wait. But with that, we will see you guys in the next video. Go Blue.